Hello, how is everyone? Hello, hello, hello. So yeah, from last time I had a little look at the VOD and it seemed like the game audio was a little bit too little, too small, wasn't as loud. Hello, Whitey. Um, so I've kind of played with the audio settings a little bit, so please let me know if it is like too loud or not loud enough, whatever. Just let me know and I'll see what I can do. Hello, Ian Lives. How's it going? Um, so yeah, this is Whispers of a Machine. Last time we played it, um, I've got like a little rundown here of what the game is and everything. So, Whispers of a Machine was developed by Clifftop Games, who also made a game called Cathy Rain, which is like another old school kind of design point and click game. I've heard really good things about that one, so I'll probably end up like streaming that one at some point. So Whispers of the Machine is a sci-fi Nordic noir that tells the story of Vera, a cybernetically augmented detective, um, in a post-AI world who investigates a string of murders and unravels a dark conflict over forbidden technology. So you would put my mic audio and the game audio up a touch. Okay, okay. That's how we look. So that's up a touch, and that's my audio up a touch as well. Cool. Yeah, and so from the last time that we streamed, so that was the first time we streamed it, we only played it for maybe about 40 minutes, half an hour sort of thing. So we started the game, we play as Vera, who's Special Agent for Violent Crimes, Central Bureau. Um, she seemed to have left a loved one behind for this job, and she's arrived at Nordsund to look into this murder. We arrived at the murder scene and we questioned a worker there who has not been 100% truthful with us. However, with the evidence that we gathered, we found that the murder victim was stabbed at like super close range, so he must have known the person who'd done it for him to get so close to him. He had a photo on him of himself next to a woman, but her face was like kind of scribbled out. Um, then also it seems like the victim had walked through a field of saffron, which Vera is now going to investigate further. Um, so with that, we left the stream. Once we got to the police station, we found out this has actually been the second killing, and now we're about to go and meet the commissary. And that is where we've been, and what we've been up to in Whispers of the Machine. So let's get fired right into it. Hello, Big Ginge. How are you? Right. So we need to go and see the commissary.
All right, Agent. Would you like me to brief you about the first murder?
Yes, please.
Maya Strand, 41 years old, the caretaker of the Nordson Museum. She was found by the janitor on the floor near the exhibits early last Wednesday. Just like Carl, she was stabbed. No witnesses, no evidence. Killer practically a ghost. No signs of a forced entry, so either the entrance was open or she let him in herself.
What about her residence? Anything out of the ordinary in there?
Nothing, as far as we could tell. But we left the place as we found it if you want to have a look. She lived upstairs from the museum.
Noted. The crime scene is no longer intact, though, correct?
Afraid so. The museum is important to Nordson, so we had the place cleaned out pretty quickly.
So, right, but now that I'm here, I'll assume that you'll check with me before clearing out any future crime scenes. Sorry to hear that. I guess bureaucrats messing up police work isn't a city problem, huh? Exactly what kind of power does Town Hall have over Northern Police?
Right. But now that I'm here, I'll assume that you'll check with me before clearing out any
Hello,
future
Calbos
crime scenes.
Wagons. How are you, pal?
Yeah. Can I just...
Yes, Commissary.
We're a pretty tight-knit community here, and we try to work together to overcome our problems. Just relax a bit with your superior jurisdiction and big city jargon, okay?
Oh, I'll relax when we've caught this killer. Until then, I'm gonna focus on doing my job. One more thing. I'd like to see Maya's body, if that's possible.
Of course. We brought it out of the freezer this morning. You'll find it in the morgue, over at the clinic. Dr. Pearson, our physician, is awaiting your arrival.
Good. I'll head there when we're done.
She's doing it in the morgue, getting fucking defrosted, ready for a big broth. Right. So this is our little notebook. We've got kind of like a list of people that we've spoken to and kind of people have come up. This Carol dude, he was the first murder that we investigated. Mystery Woman would be the woman that's in the photograph. This is also obviously the commissary. Stina Ruth, so she was kind of like your boss who you've reported to, sort of thing. So Vera's character in this has like cybernetic augmentations, so you can see these down here at the bottom here. So you have like a forensic scanner, you have a biometric analyzer, and you have muscle boost. So these are all things that have been kind of give her like better abilities, such to say. So it seems like Stina also has them as well, because she was asking him about how Vera kind of dealt with the cybernetic augmentations. It seems, I don't know if it's like a pill that they take or whatever, but it's been referred to as blue. And Maya Strand was the person that we just talked about, the first ever murder victim. I'm glad to see that people are invested in what's going to happen in this game. Like, I love a wee kind of murder mystery sort of thing, and I love
That's all I needed.
point and clicks as well.
Very well.
So let's go have a wee look around
A small local greenhouse. A typical site in Nordson, it seems. I guess Anderson has a colleague. A collection of what seems to be both fiction and books on law and social sciences. If that's all Anderson's, he's quite well read.
Also, I got like another little kind of favour to kind of ask yous. So when I was looking over the VODs for this, and it seems to be a thing that's picked up when the game's been recorded as well, that like half the screen down the middle vertically, on the left hand side is blurry, on the right hand side it's not blurry, so it's clearer, but it's not like super blurry. You can see it with the text.
Hi, Doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out.
So it was usually down
Remember
here.
how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses.
So I'll press on that again. How does the text look over here compared to here? Does it look the same? Because from my screen it looks identical.
Hi, Doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses.
So do you see that? What I'll do is I'll press it again.
Hi, Doofus. You're registered now.
So like I say,
Go try it
it's
out.
kind of like down
Remember
here.
how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses.
Does it look okay? It looks all the same to you. Yeah, see, I think it's just, I don't know if it's from like recordings, which is strange, but fuck it. If it looks good for you, it looks good for you. That's the main thing.
Just lots of case files. Looks like a logbook. Maybe Anderson records his daily work there.
Right, I'm just gonna have a wee look at his body. Oh, actually, let's have a look at our quarters first. The fuck is that?
Nice big lemon. Small miracle to see it grow to that size under these conditions.
A big fucking lemon?
Looks purely decorative. There's the bottle of molding resin here. Might be useful.
How are your items on the bottom left? Are they blurry or sharp? So these are quite blurry. I mean, it probably doesn't help that the game is pixelated. It's like kind of pixel art. So these are fairly blurry. They're not sharp at all. Like I say, it wasn't like a big blur. It's just like I just noticed it. It's just like, oh wait, the text on the left looks a bit fucked compared to the text on the right. A fucking elevator in your bed. In your wee bedroom.
No, I'm not tired. Maybe later. I'm not that hungry.
That's a fucking mucky stove.
Doesn't appear to be functional. There's not even a switch or anything.
Right, so just fucking hee-haw then. Right. Let's boost. Let's have a look at this.
It's a map of Nordsund. Looks like the center of the disk is hollow. Curious. Hi there.
Hello.
Thought I'd introduce myself, since I'll be coming here a lot. I'm Agent England, Central Bureau.
Legit.
Oh, nice
Fucking
to meet
banging,
you.
man.
It's a relief to have you here. We're all shook by these recent killings. Sure, the doctor's excited, but even his morbid curiosity has limits, you know. After all, we mostly treat coughs and the occasional broken limb here.
I get it. I'll do my best to help. Oh, by the way, I'm supposed to go to the morgue. Where's that?
Down the stairs on your left.
Great, thanks.
So it sounds like the doctor's a bit of a weirdo or something. Ah, he's a weirdo.
Don't worry, Maya. You'll be put to rest soon.
She's alright, neat.
I know. Sorry about the delay. I was needed urgently out of town.
Yeah, voice acting is pretty cool
hello
in this
there.
game.
Me and this old gal have been expecting you.
I don't know if they're even
Talkative, is she?
big
Oh,
voice
no
actors or
doubt.
actresses.
The
But
dead have a lot to say,
That's
you
good.
know. Sometimes more so than the living.
Is that so?
The living are fickle and prone to deceit. Once dead, we can't hide things anymore. Not from me, at least.
I agree. These days, people must prove themselves trustworthy before I rely on them. I'm sorry you feel that way. I think most men and women out there are sincere. That's why we need ways to tell that what someone is hiding. Also, in this game as well, there's like a kind of morality sort of thing, which these have like hidden values to them, so they all get added onto. It's like a triangle, and they kind of shape the way the game goes, apparently, which is again kind of cool for a point and click game.
That's why we need ways to tell what someone is hiding.
I suppose. Psychology isn't really my field of expertise.
That's fine. You can leave that part to me. Now, I'd like to ask some questions.
Sure, go right ahead.
Is that Disco Elysium? It is not Disco Elysium. I've not played Disco Elysium yet. I really, really want to. Apparently, it's absolutely ripping. I've got it on my wish list, and I keep on getting like notifications like when it goes on sale. But I'm playing like way too many games at the moment. It's like I'm doing this, and then I'm playing Persona 5 Royal at the moment, and then I play at Call of Duty and stuff at night. And I've got like Final Fantasy 7 remake sitting there, and I've installed it, but I still haven't played it because I've told myself I'll get round to it once Persona 5 Royal's done, which I'm absolutely loving. It's incredible. Some really, really nice changes to the original. So let's ask about the Deed person.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not really, but I enjoyed listening to the occasional lecture of hers at the museum. She had quite an intellect, that woman.
So she wasn't a patient of yours?
Oh, she was, but that's all confidential, so I can't say much about it.
I understand, but anything you can share would help.
Well, during the autopsy, I noticed that she was unusually worn and feeble for her age.
Okay, and what does that tell us?
For one thing, that she would have needed help with the more physically demanding tasks of the museum.
Got it. Thanks.
Cool. So let's find out a little bit more about this dude, because he's a bit of a weirdo. Tell us you're a creep. Hi, Scientologist. How's it going, mate? And you're waiting for the Mac port. Yeah, I mean, is that around the corner sort of thing, or is it like totally far off? Yeah, let's ask him about him being an absolute creep, sitting about with dead bodies, whistling away to himself like it's nothing. Yeah, console port Disco Elysium. Yeah, it's coming to Switch, isn't it? I reckon that'll be a smashing game on the Switch, but they'll probably charge you like 60 quid for it. Good old Switch tax.
What can you tell me about yourself, Doctor?
Oh, me? I suppose I would qualify as a workaholic.
Qualifies a
Most of
weirdo,
my
mate.
time is spent here.
So how long have you been practicing medicine?
Must be 16 years now,
16
I believe.
minutes.
Huh. And you're the only doctor in Nordsund?
Yes, but we have good relations with the other settlements. We collaborate and pool resources when necessary.
Medicine. I don't know her. Yeah, see, that's the thing with Disco Elysium. If it is as good as what people say it is, be happy enough to drop quite a bit of cash on it. See what he's got to say about this mystery.
I'm
woman.
looking for a young woman connected to the second victim, Carl.
I can't help with that. I didn't know Carl on a personal level.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
No. When I heard he was murdered, I didn't even recognize his name. I had to check my records to realize that I've treated him. To be fair, I've had many patients. But he must have been cursed with one of those awfully forgettable faces.
All right. Anything out of the ordinary in his medical history?
Sorry. Can't go into detail. Doctor-patient confidentiality, you know?
Keep it vague, then.
Bam, the police.
Okay, let me put it this way. I doubt you'd learn much from his file.
Noted. Thanks.
Right. So, like, since we're asking this dude all these questions, we have the biometric analyzer. We can like flick that on, and that will give us a kind of a rundown of how he's kind of feeling, if he's anxious or if he's just kind of relaxed. It can pick up anomalies in his voice, if he's kind of being not truthful, things like that. Exactly, he's dead. Well, he's not going to care. Tell us. And also, like, he's dead. I'm the police. You're the only doctor here. Do you want more people to get killed? Do you want to make your job have more work for yourself? Yeah, I'm basically going to ask him all these these last two questions here, and then go fire on the biometric analyzer, see if there's anything kind of spooky or even more kind of creepy about this dude.
What do you think of Commissary Anderson?
I think he does a fine job. He's been instrumental in making sure that I can work under such good conditions.
Yeah, this place is surprisingly well equipped. Definitely on par with our facilities in the city. What do you think of Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
She can be quite an unpleasant woman. I can't say I've enjoyed my few interactions with her.
She seemed fine to me.
What are your conclusions about Maya's murder?
Most obvious first. The cause of death is acute blood loss due to the multiple stab wounds to the chest and stomach, 2 of which were lethal. The murder weapon is a mid-sized blade, likely a knife of some kind. There are some defense wounds on her arms, so the victim likely tried to shield herself against her assailant. I couldn't recover any biological traces of the murderer, there's no blood on her that isn't hers, or any traces of skin under her nails. This makes me suspect that the killer likely wore protective clothing and gloves. The time of death was roughly 2300 hours last Tuesday, 5 days ago today.
Right. So again, very similar stuff to the Carl's murder.
Any theories on Carl's murder?
Not yet. I'll need to see the body first.
Do you know where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
I'm afraid not. We have plants all over, but botany is not my area of expertise.
Cool. Yeah, let's see what the deal is with this guy. So there you go. So he's relaxed at the moment, which kind of makes sense. I'm going to press on about him. See what he says.
What can you tell me about yourself, Doctor?
Oh, me? I suppose I would qualify as a workaholic. Most of my time is spent here.
So how long have you been practicing medicine?
Must be 16 years now, I believe.
Huh. And you're the only doctor in Nordsund?
Yes, but we have good relations with the other settlements. We collaborate and pool resources when necessary.
Okay. I think in future when we're talking to people, I'll just fire up the biometric analyzer to kind of stop repeat stuff.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not really, but I enjoyed listening to the occasional lecture of hers at the museum. She had quite an intellect, that woman.
So she wasn't a patient of yours?
Oh, she was, but that's all confidential, so I can't say much about it.
I understand, but anything you can share would help.
Well, during the autopsy I noticed that she was unusually worn and feeble for her age.
Okay. And what does that tell us?
He's relaxed
For
because
one
he's
thing,
a sociopath.
that she would have needed help with the more physically
he's too
demanding
relaxed.
tasks of the museum.
Got it. Thanks.
Guilty. Lock him up.
What do you think of Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
She can be quite an unpleasant woman. I can't say I've enjoyed my few interactions with her.
Man, this guy's not giving anything
What do you
away.
think of Commissary Anderson?
I think he does a fine job. He's been instrumental in making sure that I can work under such good conditions.
Yeah, this place is surprisingly well equipped. Definitely on par with our facilities in the city.
Just having a wee drink.
I'm looking for a young woman connected to the second victim, Carl.
I can't help with that. I didn't know Carl on a personal level.
See, I was expecting that to flare up there, saying that he didn't know him on a personal level.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
No. When I heard he was murdered, I didn't even recognize his name. I had to check my records to realize that I've treated him. To be fair, I've had many patients. But he must have been cursed with one of those awfully forgettable faces.
All right. Anything out of the ordinary in his medical history?
Sorry. Can't go into detail. Doctor-patient confidentiality, you know?
Keep it vague then.
Well, okay. Let me put it this way. I doubt you'd learn much from his file.
Noted. Thanks.
Wow, this guy is pretty sound so far.
What are your conclusions about Maya's murder?
Most obvious first. The cause of death is acute blood loss due to the multiple stab wounds to the chest and stomach, 2 of which were lethal. The murder weapon is a mid-sized blade, likely a knife of some kind. There are some defense wounds on her arms, so the victim likely tried to shield herself against her assailant. I couldn't recover any biological traces of the murderer. There's no blood on her that isn't hers, or
He
any
did
traces
it.
of skin under her nails. This makes me suspect that the killer likely wore protective clothing
Too
and
relaxed.
gloves. The
I
time
know
of
it's his
death
job and
was
everything,
roughly 2300 hours last Tuesday, 5
Too
days
relaxed.
ago today.
Send him to the gulags.
Do you know where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
I'm afraid not. We have plants all over, but botany is not my area of expertise.
To be honest, like I've seen enough. Yeah. To be honest, like every encounter I've had so far in this, I'm like, he's guilty. He's guilty. Get him away. There's not been like one person I've spoke to. I've went, okay, they're sound. Just everyone's been guilty. Just fire them all into a big pit.
Any theories on Carl's murder?
Not yet. I'll need to see the body first.
Right, okay. I could show my handgun, like, flash my piece at him, and be like, "Oh mate, fucking tell us the script."
Ever see what one of these can do?
Yes.
Once, in a nearby settlement, a wanted man from the city was shot by the regional police when he was trying to escape. A single shot made a hole the size of an orange. Nearly took his leg clean off.
Rift.
Must have been on the armor-piercing setting. Kind of overkill for soft targets. It uses a lot of alloy per shot.
I see. In any case, I had to amputate.
Big
It was a
guilt
miracle
pit.
he even survived.
You have been sentenced to the pit of guilt.
No, that's private. I won't show that to just anyone.
So that's not a photo of Vera's nudes. That is, I believe, the dude is called Alex. So that must have been like the loved one that she's left behind to come to Nordsund.
Do you recognize this couple?
The man is clearly the second victim, Carl. As for the woman, it's too hard to tell given the damage to the photo.
What do you make of this?
The handwriting looks feminine, but I'm not sure what to make of the contents.
Do you know what this opens?
Not a clue. But it looks like a one-of-a-kind key.
Ever use something like this?
I haven't, no.
Wow, like this guy has been like proper, just straight up with me. And this is the this is like the morality sort of thing. So there you go. So you have your empathetic, your assertiveness, and your analytical. So it looks like I'm kind of swaying down towards analytical. Right, okay.
That's enough questions for
Then
now.
we're done with this dude.
Okie dokie. Oh, one last thing. I've been told that the second body is on its way here. If you come back later today, I should be able to tell you something about it.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Also, like, I just noticed, like, by looking at the guy's portrait that came up there, he kind of looks a little bit like Ned Flanders. Right, okay, we'll use the forensic scanner. See if anything new comes up. We're scanning her. So yeah, deceased female, age 43, give or take 3 years, blood type O. Estimated time of death was 5 days ago. DNA and fingerprints added to the data vault. So that's... Here we go, we've got her bio. Never been up here. The portraits and cyberpunk theme remind me of Techno Babylon. Ever played that? I have not. I've actually never heard of Techno Babylon. Is it like a... Is it a video game or is it like a tabletop sort of deal? It's got a good name though. Right. We got the blade shape, so we can match that against that cross match it. So definitely the same kind of blade, same sort of attack that happened with Carl, was happened with Maya. See if there's any Carl's DNA. No. Has been booted. No. Right. Let's have a look at... Oh man, I was hoping like something fishy would come up on this dude. He's disappointed me so far. We'll have a little look around the room. Nah, it's just her DNA and stuff which we've now got on our file. There's a point and click as well. I am going to make a note of that and have a wee look at it.
One last waiting room before the final embrace with the Earth. I suppose that's where the doctor writes down his autopsy reports. Appears to be a small crematory.
Big microwave, get them all fired into there. I've really got nothing else to ask this dude. Unless, can
I had
ask
some more
stuff of
things
me?
to ask.
Shoot.
There's Ned Flanders. No, I can't. Cool.
That's
Sweet.
enough questions for
I'm
now.
off.
Okie dokie.
We've got a scalpel over here though. Can I nab that?
This might be useful.
Yeah, don't mind me, Doctor. I'm just going to nick your scalpel and stab someone up with it and just place it back in here and just get you done. I know, right? It's just like, cool, just a wee scalpel. No big deal. Got tons of them, mate. Right. I guess we'll head to the museum where she worked, where we asked the nurse any other questions.
I hope you can help the doctor finish up with the dead bodies soon. I think it's healthier for him to treat living people.
Aye. So is he a bit funny with dead people, eh? Does he like to shag dead folk, eh? Big plan. That is a big plan. Budget Eye Games, done a lot of quality point and clicks. Cool, thank you very much, Scientologist. I'll definitely go and I'll have a wee look into it. The museum was over this way. It was either down this way or it was down to the southwest. Alright, it definitely wasn't this way. That's mad. So this like Nordson seems to be like a big
Sounds
plane.
like a class is in progress.
But what happens if you do it anyway?
Then policemen, or women, will come and arrest you.
Whoa. Harsh.
It's the law. We mustn't make things that can think for themselves.
But my parents created me, and I can think for myself. Did they break the law?
You make a good point, Alicia, but that's quite different.
Different how? I don't get why it's more dangerous to create a thinking machine than a thinking person.
You think too much, Allie.
No, that's good. You should always ask questions like these.
Alright, cool. I was thinking for a second, it's like, oh wait, it mustn't have been that way. Because that's a classroom. So yeah, she lived upstairs. Shag deed folk 5 years guilt pit. Big plan 2. Big plan 2. Well, so everyone goes to the guilt pit. Maybe this is the guilt pit. We just don't know it. Everyone's just cutting about their normal life. So they don't know they're actually living in the guilt pit.
All right.
And that noise
Maya's
is
place.
my
Let's
cat
see if I can
cake
find
getting
any
fed
clues in
from
here.
our automatic feeder. Oh aye. See, there's just plants, not big plants. Oh aye, you growing grass in here, eh? Aye. It's got mushrooms. Machine. Robot arm. Right, let's have a
Nice
look at the
collection of
mushrooms.
mushrooms. Looks like the edible kind.
Is that right?
Some old pre-collapse gadgets. Probably for the museum.
So yeah, this has come up before as well as pre-collapse. So don't know what that is. Assuming maybe like collapse of society, or maybe how this is on like a big disc that's kind of been suspended. Maybe that collapsed. Fuck knows at the moment.
Looks like a hard and uncomfortable chair. Wouldn't risk falling asleep on the job in that one.
Aye, definitely, Ian. Just something bad happened, and now this is the way we live.
Some kind of airtight container. It's labeled nutrients.
Just a big vat of custard. There's your nutrients, son.
Doesn't appear to have power. Just as well. I wouldn't know how to make heads or tails of it anyway.
You tell me you don't know how to work that machine. Fucking hell.
A trophy in the shape of a robotic arm with a plaque. Winner of the 2041 annual Nordstrom Awards, Sebastian Strand. An old relative of Maya's?
The collapse, the fall, the incident. The thing that we shall never talk about. The way things used to be.
Not sure what kind of plants those are. Maybe medicinal? Doesn't look like vegetables anyway. This crude bed looks regularly used.
Right, let's bust out the forensic. I love when you're using this, like Vera like spins about, so you can just make her go like Raj. Right, okay, so let's have a look at cross-checking for Maya's stuff. So, got fingerprints there. Ah.
Oddly dense cluster of prints on the corner of this panel here.
Growing weed. 20 years in the guilt pit. I love I love how growing weed is longer in the guilt pit than shagging a dead body. That's amazing. That's shagging a dead body, mate. That happens all the time. You've grown this plant in your own house and you're no bothering anyone. You're 20 years in the guilt pit. Fucking see you. You'll never see the light ever again. Right. She's no touched the mushrooms. Loads of DNA all over the bed. Right, that's to be expected, to be honest. But the main thing is about the cluster of down here. So let's see if we can interact with it.
A hidden safe.
A hidden
Locked,
safe.
unfortunately, but there's the keyhole.
Let's see if the
A small,
key does it.
unique-looking key. It's a fit.
Oh shit.
Huh. Since this key was hidden by Carl, it looks like we have a clear connection between the two victims. Let's have a look. A few bags of rare seeds, a bar of platinum, some coins, and a book. The book looks important. I'll take it. Maya must have hidden it here for a good reason.
DNA all over the bed. Aye, she's just been farting all over the bed. That's what she does. Maybe that's why she got murdered. Maybe her next door neighbour couldn't get to sleep because she's been up all night farting all over her bed, and this stank's been seeping through into the next room or something. Yeah, so her eyes do go different when you're scanning stuff. Her eyes go kind of like white. I don't think you can see it there. But there's definitely bits when I've been talking to people, and I've noticed from actually, I didn't notice it the first time, but looking back at the VODs, when she's like talking to people and she's got the augments on, her eyes go kind of like white, which is a nice wee thing. Take the platinum that's your wages. Just a big bar of platinum and go away and buy yourself, don't know, big double cheeseburger or something. Yeah, nice little touch, definitely. So, we now have this book.
The title is The Conduit Codex. Now, wait a minute. This can't be the Conduit, can it? Those crazy zealots trying to resurrect AI? I think this case just got a lot more complicated.
Alright, cool. So that's the first time.
There was a written piece of paper
That's
used
been
as a
mentioned.
bookmark. I put it aside. Let's have a look in the book.
Let's have a look in the book. Creed of the Conduit. I trust in my mind. God is my mind's creation, conceived in my mind and born by it. God is my mind's extension, and like a child outlives his mother, so will God survive my mind's demise. Gerd, sister of fate. A parent asked his future child, "If you turn wicked, can I stop you? Rein you in, like a prancing steed, stomp you out, like a fleeting spark." And the child replied, "I can be failed and left forlorn, but never stopped nor made unborn." Melinda, sister of Prudence. Awake anew, ere break of day. You're welcome not to overstay. Do not rush, but please remember that which burned has turned to ember. He who raced upon the meadows now does rest in pleasant shadows. He who hurried but still was late, yet took her time to contemplate. Oh, wee fucking prayer. I hate prayers. They're going to it. That game on the Wii. Get it booted up. So yeah, Pilgrim's Prayer. 1. I am invigorated by my faith. 2. I gaze at the skies to ensure that the path is clear. 3. I strike down my foes, blessed with impeccable aim. It's a bit violent. 4. I'm near my goal. I press for another full day. I found your haven, God, and may finally rest by your side. And we've got some sketches, very kind of Norse sort of kind of stuff going here. We've got a long boat, Huldra, kind of in rune-esque text. Got a rock, got a... what's she called one of these again? It's a circuit, isn't it? Let's see. I learned that at school. Cool.
This was used as a bookmark in the book I found in Maya's safe. It reads, Console PW, think new, Katerina.
Right, so that's console password.
This was used as a bookmark in the book I found in Maya's safe. It reads, Console PW, think new, Katerina.
New Katerina. So anything in the... There was nothing in the book about a Katerina. No.
A razor-sharp surgical scalpel.
A razor-sharp surgical scalpel.
Doesn't appear to have power. Just as well. I wouldn't know how to make heads or tails of it anyway.
Exhibition sketch. Oh,
It's a sketch of a museum exhibition of some kind. It's titled Path of the Pilgrim.
Okay. And in that book we've got the kind of almost like a path of pilgrim there as well. Did I see anything with these shells?
Looks like various plant samples.
Right, okay. So there's been a connection with the two of them, so let's see if any of his DNA is in here as well. None in the bed, so they weren't shagging. And no. Actually have a little look at blueprint. Anyone been walking around here? No. I don't know why I don't know why I looked up there. Like the guy's been like doing big super kicks to the wall and that.
Some kind of airtight container. It's labeled nutrients.
That's the nutrients. Don't think there's really anything else to go by in here. I'll leave for now. See what you've got to say.
No, I'll leave her to her job for now.
Or not. She worked in the
Doesn't
museum.
look
though.
like I can enter the museum.
Fucking hell, everything I want to do is just like, nah mate, can't do it. Let's go. Maybe since I've been in there, Carl's body's been moved to the morgue now, because he did say that was going to go back. I'll have a look. It might not be there, but it's worth a check. I suppose we'll ask him about the book and stuff.
I had some more things to ask.
Shoot.
Shoot. Yeah, see, I can ask him about the conduit.
Are you familiar with the Conduit?
That old terrorist organization. What of it?
Well, have you ever heard about it still being around?
I'm sure the ideology still thrives in places. The lure of artificial intelligence will never be fully diminished.
Right. But you're not aware of anyone being more than a little interested.
If you're asking me, would I report a terrorist if I knew one, the answer is yes. But currently, I don't.
Okay, thanks. Are you familiar with the Conduit?
That old terrorist organization. What of it?
Well, have you ever heard about it still being around?
I'm sure the ideology still thrives in places. The lure of art.
Right. But you're not aware.
If you're asking, but currently.
Okay.
So show them books. Is that the same thing?
What do you make of this?
New Katarina implies there's an old Katarina. Perhaps this person assumed a different identity at some point.
Yeah, maybe.
Show him the scalpel. Be like, do you recognize this, mate?
I shouldn't show him that. He might want it back.
You see this, mate?
That's
Sure.
enough questions for
Nothing
now.
else, really.
Okie dokie.
No. We could check. I got your scalpel, haha. Let's go to the police station. See if this guy knows anything about these terrorists. And stab him with it. Mate, does this look interesting to you? Boof! Right in the throat. Oh, he must have killed himself. It's his scalpel. Why would I have it in my possession?
I had a few questions, Commissary.
By all means.
Right. Alright, cool. I can ask him like a lot of stuff here. Let's ask him about the book first.
Are you familiar with the Conduit?
I believe so, yes. It's some old terrorist network connected to illegal technology, right?
Yes, exactly.
Wait, don't tell me these murders are terrorist-related.
I can't say for sure, but if there's anything you can tell me, anything you've heard or seen.
I'll let you know.
What do you make of this?
No idea. Something to do with a password?
Looks that way, yeah.
Okay, well, let's ask him some questions about the people that we've come into contact.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
I wouldn't say so. He and my son were playmates as children, but they grew apart in their teens. Haven't talked to Carl myself for many years.
I'm looking for a young woman connected to the second victim, Carl.
All right. What do you know about her?
All I have is a picture of her that I found on Carl, but it's damaged and her face can't be clearly seen.
Tricky. If you had any kind of personal information, like an address, you could look her up in our records. They're in the drawers behind me.
Noted. I'll get back to you about this if I learn more.
Awesome. Cool.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Me? Oh, I've been doing this job for 15 years now. I took over when the previous commissary died. I'm married with 3 children. Anita, my youngest, is off studying science in the city now. We're counting the days to Christmas when she comes back to visit.
What's your opinion on Stina Ruth?
I respect her. She's a competent politician. She gets things done, unlike some of the other people on the council. Sure, she has a temper, and she's not the most tactful person, but she calls out bullshit when she sees it. When I'm right, she has my back, and when I'm wrong, well, she won't let me revel in my sweet ignorance for long.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not at all. Museums aren't my cup of tea. I prefer to not dwell on the past.
Can't it be us with all that old shite in a museum, mate?
What do you think of Dr. Pearson?
Oh, he's a fine man. Sure, a bit eccentric, but a really good physician. Treated my knee way back. Good as new.
What do you know about the murder in the locker room over at the workshop hall?
Not much. As you know, the murder happened shortly before you arrived, so I'm leaving the matter in your capable hands.
Do you know if saffron is grown anywhere in Nordsund?
I think so, yes. There should be someone in town with more information.
Okay. Thanks for the fucking heads up.
No reason to show him my
Let's
sidearm.
fucking cap him.
Do you know who the woman in this picture is?
No idea, sorry.
What do you make of this?
Not sure. But if you need to know when somebody came to town, I'd suggest looking in the citizens' records behind me.
Right. I might do that if I can figure out who wrote this note.
Okay.
I don't need to know his opinion on that.
Let's slice him. Cut that mustache right off his face.
What do you think of this?
Be careful with that. Not the best thing to have loose in your pocket.
That is also true. Okay.
That's all I
He
needed.
is
Very well.
sound. But he did say about the drawers. There you go.
The drawer is labeled Address Records. These should come in handy. I'll be able to match a name to an address, or vice versa. Let's have a look. Not a bad idea, but I'll need a name first.
I suppose.
As expected, nothing new. I don't think I need to look him up.
ID.
I don't think I need to look her up.
ID.
Yeah, this just confirms what Anderson told me. I don't think I need to look him up.
You definitely need to look him up. I bet his house is fucking filled with weird shit.
I don't need to look that up. I don't need to look that up.
Can you tell me where Saffron lives?
I don't need to look that up.
Right, okay.
Not a bad idea, but I'll need a full name.
Surely you know. How many Katrinas? Or was it Katrina? How many Katrinas live in this place?
I don't see how that can be looked up. I don't see how that can be looked up.
This is.
I don't see how that can be looked up.
I can't look up anything really. I bet I need a name first so I can look that up. Is there anything dodgy in here, mate? Be mad if they'd been in here. Yeah, fuck that. Right. Apparently someone can tell me about Saffron. I've never actually been through this way. Oh, it's a guilt pit.
Unmanned. Makes sense with no people in here.
They must have been dripping gravy all over them in the guilt pit.
Empty.
Empty.
Probably for opening the cells. I don't need to mess with that. Empty.
Hee-haw in here for now. Can we get this? Oh, I didn't want to go in there. I want to see if I can interact with a bit of bog roll that's like flapping about from the vent up there, but apparently not. Can I make myself a wee coffee? Oh, I can. Lovely.
Damn good coffee.
Damn good coffee.
A thermos, presumably filled with coffee.
Pish in it. Right.
Low maintenance. My kind of plant.
My kind of plan. Right. So we could do talking with someone who knows about saffron. We've been to the clinic. Oh, I can't
Nice
really
and
look at
shiny.
sculpture.
I can even see my reflection in it.
It's like my big bald head. It's a school, a canteen. Fuck it. Let's have a wee look at the canteen. Good pouring sounds. 10 out of 10. Definitely would slurp again. Actually, those sounds of pouring liquid makes me want to go and do a wee pee-pee. So, I'll be right back. Go and get yourselves a wee drink. Go and get yourselves a wee pee-pee, and I'll see you back very, very soon. Hello, that's me back, and I feel much, much better. Right, cool. We're in the canteen. Let's see what the script is.
Robot? Drilling machine? Space rocket? I have no idea, honestly.
Fucking fit is that machine, eh? What does that machine do?
Weekend's coming up. Great, huh?
Looks like you've got a head start.
All shoes repaired, all coats patched up. That's when you call it a day. Finish your work fast and you get the best food rations. Oldest trick in the book.
I get it. Well, enjoy your time off. Looks like an old filing cabinet. Not sure what it's used for.
Gotta rest my mind, stranger. I have a long weekend shift ahead of me.
No problem. Enjoy the rest of your time off. 3 plastic trays. Good number. A neat stack of plates. Matching cutlery is nowhere to be seen. A few identical coffee cups. They don't look quite as clean as they should be. Various handbooks for the typical day-to-day stuff. Looks like it's filled with different kinds of spare parts.
How we look at the balcony? Now this, I can tell already, this is a guy who fucking kens his plans. Smoking man. Right, let's see what he's gonna say. He's relaxed.
Hey, I'm Vera Englund, Special Agent.
Oh, I heard about you. I'm Rolf, the plant master of Nordson.
Told yous.
A plant master?
Plant master.
What's that?
Fucking
A
plant
foreman of
master.
sorts. I oversee a team of gardeners who tend to our shared crops.
Got it. I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
Sure, go right ahead.
Are you smoking the plants that you make, mate? Right. First off, let's go and ask him about saffron.
Do you happen to know where saffron is grown in Nordson?
Perhaps, perhaps. What would this gentleman have to gain from that piece of information?
Right. Guy's been a prick already. That smug look in his face, he's a wee fag hanging out his mouth. Right. Please, now's not the time. Don't you want justice for the 2 murder victims? Let's just say I'll be your friend for a while, buddy. You wouldn't want it any other way. This behaviour suggests that you are a hustler. One with scruples below and low supply. Cooperating would make sure you have business left alone. Yeah, let's fucking
This
friends,
behavior
boy.
suggests that you are a hustler, one with scruples and low supply. Cooperating would make sure your business is left alone.
Read you loud and clear, officer.
It's agent, or special agent, not officer. That's a police rank.
Whatever you say, agent.
That's
Now,
fucking
2
legit.
places come to mind. The greenhouses to the south, and a few crops near Mimir Road.
Mimir Road, where's that?
North of the town square. Look for 2 large farming robots standing around.
All right, got it.
Farming robots. There we go. Right. I don't suppose this dude would know anything else. So he knows anything about the weird doctor.
What do you think of Dr. Pearson?
I'm trying to stay far away from that wisecracking quack.
Quack?
You heard me. All I need in terms of medicine, I find in herbs and plants.
And Dr. Pearson doesn't take kindly to that?
He should mind his own business is all.
Herbs and plants.
Did you know Maya Strand?
A bit. She approached me a few months back about refining edible plants into a nutrient paste. I helped her plant some quality fungi for it, in exchange for a cut of the harvest. Then she got herself killed, so I guess all of that was a waste of time.
That's a morbid way of looking at it.
I guess so. I'm sorry about what happened to her, but I still gotta eat.
What do you think of Stina Ruth?
I have no idea who that is.
What's your opinion on Commissary Anderson?
For a chief of police, he's all right. He's actually fair, unlike some of his underlings.
How so? You think they're harassing you?
Abso-friggin-lutely. One little mistake, those guys start hounding you night and day.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a woman that Carl Oscarson was involved with. Know anything about that?
No, I don't stay updated on gossip like that.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
Not really. But like many other people, we had some contact in our work.
Okay. What was your impression of him?
Nice guy. Too nice. I'd even go so far as to call him gullible. Wouldn't be surprised if that's what got him killed.
Not so. You think he trusted the wrong person?
I'm just thinking out loud here. But yeah, it wouldn't be a shocker.
Cool.
What do you know about the murder of Carl Oscarson?
Almost nothing. I just heard half an hour ago. Damn shame.
What do you know about the murder in the museum?
Nothing but the talk of the town. That Maya Strand was stabbed by some maniac.
What do you know about the conduit?
You know I'm a gardener, not an electrician, right?
That's not... Never mind.
Then give me your snash, mate, or I'll take your scalpel, launch it right into you.
I don't think he'd be interested in that.
Show him the scalpel. Show him that we mean business.
I don't want to share that with him.
Okay.
Do you know who these people are?
Damn, that's bloody. Looks like Carl Oscarson, but I couldn't say who the woman is.
Nah.
What do you make of this?
Not sure, but about the first day I came to Nordsund, I think the police have records of when people come and go.
Ah, might be worth a follow-up. Thanks.
Yeah, I looked to that, but I said I needed a name. Unless I was looking in the wrong place and there was like someone else there, which has like a registry or something like that.
Okay, that's all I need.
I think I've done this,
Alrighty.
dude.
See you around.
I've got a lead on the saffron. Oh wait, hold on. I'm just going to give him a quick scan. Alright then.
I think they deliver groceries through there.
Sound. I'm intrigued about the police records, so I'm going back there first before I end up going elsewhere about kind of following up with the saffron.
I guess Anderson has a colleague.
So it's address records.
Looks like a logbook. Maybe Anderson records his daily work there. Just lots of case files. A collection of what seems to be both fiction and books on law and social sciences. If that's all Anderson's, he's quite well read. I had a few questions, Commissary.
By all means.
What do you make of this?
Not sure, but if you need to know when somebody came to town, I'd suggest looking in the citizens' records behind me.
Right. I might do that if I could figure out who wrote this note.
Alright. So we need to figure out who
That's
it is
all I
first
needed.
and stuff.
Very well.
Right, okay. guess we'll go and have a wee look for the saffron then, eh?
All right, this is Mimir Road. Carl came through here recently.
Big robot. Wee robot.
Replica of prospecting, surveying, and defense robot. Courtesy of Nordson Museum.
Yeah, that robot does everything.
Replica of multi-purpose cultivation robot. Courtesy of Nordson Museum. I'd say those are saffron crocuses. Not sure what those are. Doesn't look like tomatoes, at least.
You mean tomatoes?
Lettuce, carrots, and something else.
Something else. Right. So that's your saffron. He walks through here. Ah, there you go. So he's walked and he's went upstairs there.
The boot prints lead up the set of stairs. I should head up and have a look. Oh, this floor sure looks squeaky clean.
It better. We spent all yesterday mopping it. We wiped all the doors, too.
Oh,
Fuck.
just my luck.
Well, are you fond of filth or something?
I'm right into filth, mate. No, but filth contains valuable information for a detective. Heh, a colleague from my city cop days would certainly say so. Major clean freak, that one. In this case, yes, official police matter. Don't clean this hallway until further notice. So it will be funny with the boy. I want him to realise that he's potentially fucked up an investigation here.
No, but filth contains valuable information for a detective.
Oh, I understand. Let me know if I can be of service.
Okay, that flashed. Alright, cool. Right. See what the script is with you, mate.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
I'm Special Agent England, here to investigate the recent murders. I need to ask you a few questions.
Okay, I'm Sven, the caretaker of this apartment block. What can I help you with?
Scientologist, dropping the Janny. Right. The Janny threw me off there. Right. Fuck it, let's just start
Do you
from
know
start.
anything about the recent murder of a man named Carl?
Nope. As far as I know, no Carl lives here.
What about frequent visitors?
Maybe. Haven't heard the name Carl, but then again, I don't socialize with the tenants. I might recognize the man if I saw him.
Do you recognize this young couple?
Oh, right, that fella.
You know him.
Yeah, I remember him. Most people just ignore me, but he always says hi. Nice guy.
How often would you say he was here?
At least on a weekly basis, but I work in many other buildings too, so it's hard to say.
Got it. What can you tell me about him?
Just this one thing. He came up to me and asked about the electricity in apartment 113. He wondered if it was possible to get more power.
Odd. Did he say what for?
No. I told him to take it up with the residential office. There are strict quotas. He said he would bring it up with the tenant, a friend of his.
Okay. Do you know anything about the tenant?
Nope. Discreet, whoever it is. No idea who lives there.
Understood. Where can I find apartment 113 exactly?
It's on this floor, just around the corner.
All right,
fucking
thanks.
right behind you. Right, so it seems like Carl was like a really, really nice dude. That's a couple of people have said now that he's been like super, super friendly.
Do you know a certain Carl Oscarson?
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
What's your opinion on Commissary Anderson?
He's all right. A diplomat, I've heard. Believes in dialogue.
He's right behind you.
Do you know anything about Councilwoman Ruth?
She doesn't mince her words, that one. Some people take an issue with that, but I think it's refreshing. I heard she used to be a Central Bureau agent. Apparently she got her position here as some kind of retirement package.
What can you tell me about Maya Strand?
We were acquaintances. I'd been helping her with repairs in the museum every now and then.
Okay. When was the last time you saw her?
A few weeks ago. I was supposed to fix a showcase for her. Odd thing, though.
Yeah?
I saw her enter the museum from afar, but when I followed her inside, I couldn't find her. So I left the building, and then she came out the same way I did, acting all surprised, saying she'd been in there the whole time.
Strange.
Right, so how much are we betting that the museum holds like a secret door which goes to a secret room which is like filled with these like terrorist cunts? I'm calling it now. Ah yeah, Scientologists. Being super friendly equals being extremely suspicious in these things, yeah. But I mean there he was like saying like it was like asking for like more power into that room and stuff. So straight away I'm thinking that they're growing stuff. But we'll find out.
Do you know Dr. Pearson?
Yeah, everybody knows Doc Pearson. Kind of bookish, but I like his sense of humor. Dark and twisted, my cup of tea.
Right, so you like the fucking mad cunt.
Do you know anything about the murder at the museum?
Nothing but common knowledge. I haven't been in that part of town for a while. A shame what happened to Maya, though. She always seemed like a harmless lady to me. Can't imagine who'd want to kill her.
So it's two kind of nice people dead.
I don't see a point in bringing that up.
You don't see a point bringing up a terrorist group.
Thanks. You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
Actually, hold on.
Hey, Sven?
Don't even know anything about the name.
What do you make of this?
Looks like a reminder of some kind, but I can't make sense of it.
Okay. Maybe the
What do you think of this?
Looks intentionally vague, like they didn't want the wrong person to accidentally read it.
Yeah, that's my guess too. Any idea of what it means?
Not really, sorry.
Yowie.
Thanks.
Right.
You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
Alrighty then.
Nothing. Guess no one's home. Locked.
Locked door.
Some kind of code lock. Looks disconnected.
I know they said they cleaned the doors, but would they have cleaned the keypads? It seems so. Right, let's see if he can open the door.
Hey, Sven?
Yeah?
I need to get inside apartment 113. Can you help?
Sure, you can borrow this master key. Don't leave with it, though. I'll need it later.
Okay, thanks.
Tell you what, Sven's a good boy. I like him.
Thanks. You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Wait a bit.
Huh.
Oh, okay. It has been totally cleaned. Oh wait, I didn't mean to fucking press that. How many digits is it? It's a 3-digit code. Let's go for the classic 666 number of the beast. Nope. Are they Stone Cold Steve Austin fans? The 16. Man, that would be absolutely amazing if that opened up. Like, all you'd hear is like glass smashing, and then Stone Cold Steve Austin is like fucking sprints down those stairs. Just, like Sven's like throwing them Steve Weisers and shit. 911, what's your emergency? 1, 2, 3. Be funny if I just like absolutely guess it. Wait, maybe it's the number of the door. 113. Alright, cool. I got really excited. Right.
Still won't open. The code lock must be blocking the door.
What the fuck could be the number?
Hi,
Is there anything in
Doofus.
this?
You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses.
Registered. Booyaka Booyaka 619. Right, okay. Oh man. That'd also be great. Just, Rey Mysterio just pops out of the ground. Maybe our good friend Sven knows.
Hey, Sven?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, I used the master key and some kind of electronic code lock on the side lit up.
That's weird. Those pre-collapse gizmos are supposed to be disconnected. Surprised they even work.
Wait, so the occupant turned it on without telling you?
I guess so, yeah. They must have some technical expertise. I don't even know how those things work myself.
Can't you force it open? Disconnect it, use an override code or something?
No way. Those things go way over my head. I'd say your best bet is cracking the code.
Sven, you've let me down.
Thanks. You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Is there any hints in this book? Doesn't seem like it. The fuck could it be?
This was used as a bookmark in the book I found in Maya's safe. It reads, Consul PW, think new, Katerina. I don't think that's the right place.
No way. That would make the game way too easy.
Some kind of code lock. Looks disconnected.
I mean, it was getting information there and stuff like the key, finding the room. That was fairly easy. Now it has to kind of throw in something daft. Fucking hell, what could this number be? Fuck it. Ah, I can't. Right. Unless there's a way I can disconnect.
Hey, please don't leave with my key. I need that.
Right, sorry. Here's your key back.
All right, good.
He, don't know why, but you think I'll be able to make a molding, like a mold of the key?
Hey, Sven?
Yeah?
Use that key back.
Hey, I used the master key and some kind of electronic code lock on the side lit up.
That's weird. Those pre-collapse gizmos...
Wait, so the...
I guess so.
Can't you force it open?
No way.
Oh right, is he just not going to give me the key back now?
He already told me what he knows. Thanks.
Alrighty.
Oh. Maybe you can then.
Still won't open. The code lock must be blocking the door.
Yeah, I suppose I mean the door is unlocked and stuff, but I thought I'd be able to just ask the key off him.
More runes. Seems to be a common thing in Nordsund. That's not the right entrance. That's not the right entrance.
Alright, so I'll just go tell you it's
That's not the right entrance.
not the right. That's not the right. Can you use the key for the other doors? I suppose there's a master key, but I can't get off.
That's
now.
not the right entrance. That's not the right entrance.
Right. Okay, so it's like proper. Yeah, I got muscle boost. It can't just rip the fucking door off.
The door looks reinforced. My strength won't
fuck's
be enough
sake.
to break it.
Can I just saw a hole in the door with a scalpel? Right. Let's boost for a wee bit. I must be able to turn off the electricity or something. And then maybe come back.
All right, got some clay.
Right, okay, now I'm thinking even more that you would actually need to make a copy of the key. Because you could force the key into the clay, pour the molten resin into it, and then you've got yourself a key. But then you probably might need that just for later, something else later on. Ah, fuck it, let's go to North Town.
I don't think I need to go further north right now.
Oh, I'm not. Right, okay, well, I'll see if I can get the key back off him again, now that I've got the clay. Or I can just like lift him over my head and just launch him into the wall.
Hey,
Take his
Sven.
key.
Yeah?
Yeah. Key's that key. See, none of them are going to lead me to get the key back.
He already told me what he knows.
Yeah, he already told me about the tenant.
Hey,
Door.
I used the master key and some kind of electronic.
That's weird. Those pre-collapse gizmos are supposed to be disconnected. Surprised they even work.
Wait, so the occupant turned it on without.
I guess so, yeah. They must have some technical expertise. I don't...
Can't you force it open?
No way. Those things go way over my head.
He's even just saying, just your barely cracking the code.
Thanks. You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
Guess that's a bit fucked for now. Can't interact with that. Those doorways, they're all the wrong ones. Robots don't do anything.
Replica of multi-purpose cultivation robot. Courtesy of Nordsund Museum.
I wonder what this banner means. We'll just do a wee bit exploring. What's that? Ben 523. Ben 573?
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Excuse me?
Humor me. I need some inspiration for my poem.
Oh, I get it. What was it again?
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
BCN 523. Yeah, I think it is just like a license plate sort of thing. Okay, so respect, cleaning my gun, growing old and weak. Order, something, sorting my notes, chaos. Trust, eavesdropping, loneliness. Go for a little bit of chaos.
Order. Sorting my notes. Chaos.
Thank you.
So, you have a poem for me now?
I'll need some time. Come find me later.
Some fucking poet you are, mate. Just fucking keys it.
Nice, soothing sounds.
They're not, they're really not.
An anatomically correct gentleman.
That means he's got a willy. Scan his willy. Scan your willy, mate. Robot shop. That sounds a little bit technical, doesn't it? Wee guy, just give me a wee wave.
Howdy, Pilgrim, and welcome to Volter's Bot Emporium. Novelty bionics, pet androids, robotic companions, we've...
Hi there.
Oops,
I'm Special Agent Vera England.
Ooh, here to solve the murders, right?
Uh...
What? Did Pop spill some oil when he lubed my joints this morning? I told you to keep my chassis clean in case of chicks.
For crying out loud, Nissa, just let the police lady ask her questions.
Oh, great. A ventriloquist act.
Oh, no, she's on to us.
Fine, you caught me. The man with the blue hat is just a puppet that I'm cunningly controlling with this set of strings.
That's a gosh darn lie. I'm fully steam-powered.
Loads of fingerprints around the shaft. So it looks like somebody's been wanking off this statue. So far, I like this guy. And also for a second, I legit thought like the wee robot was like chatting away to us and stuff. I was like, quality, this will be pal. But no. So okay, cut the silliness now. Nah, never. This is an inappropriate behaviour, citizen. I have some questions about you with the recent murders. You know, I'd arrest you for constructing illegal AI. But there clearly isn't any intelligence involved here. Sick burn. Fuck it, let's go.
You know, I'd arrest you for constructing illegal AI, but there clearly isn't any intelligence involved here.
Ha! That's...
See, if you were any smarter, you'd have a great comeback there.
Okay, Volter. It's time for you to do less talking and more listening.
Sure thing, officer. Just keep in mind that all of these are just harmless automatons. There's no real CPUs or nothing around here.
I'm not here to report illicit technology. I'm just interested in the killings.
All right, then shoot. Ask away.
You want me to shoot you? Right, okay. As always, we'll turn on our little biometric analyzer. Let's ask him. By the locked door.
Do you know anything about electronic door locks?
Why do you ask? If anything happened, that wasn't me.
Subtle, Pops. Don't read too much into it. People have a tendency to accuse him of things.
Relax, I just need to get a door open. I was wondering if you had any ideas.
Mayhaps. What kind of lock is it?
It has one of those keypad things, and I think the code has 3 digits.
Can't you just push the buttons 999 times?
She's a human, Nissa. That sort of activity is not as stimulating for her as it would be for you.
Ooh, you know what I'm thinking?
No way. You'll ruin something, or worse.
Please, Pops, I could be her sidekick. She and I could solve mysteries together.
Volter, sometimes you take this ventriloquism skit a bit too far.
Pops could rig my arm. My good arm, that is. Unlike Mr. Limpy here on my left.
Let's not get into that, Nissa.
To push those buttons super fast and brute force the code.
I think I'll take my chances by myself, thanks.
Oh well, can't win them all.
robo-psychic. I would love a wee robo-psychic in this. Set from, like, probably helpful ones, say ones that kind of thought that I was going to get the code there, or some way to kind of bypass the code. But no, I just kind of just led me along, fucked me around for a bit. And here we are. Right. Surely this dude knows about the conduits.
What do you think of the conduit?
Lunatics. Plain and simple.
I'm surprised to hear you say that, given what you do for a living.
Sure, I may seem like the kind of guy who would meddle with AI, but you have to remember that these are just puppets and dolls.
Puppets.
It's true. I'm not really a robot. We just pretend I am.
That's right, my lad. My family was almost wiped out in the collapse. I wouldn't betray their memory by supporting those nutjobs.
Cool. So he does not like the conduit.
Do you recognize this young couple?
Just the man, Carl Oscarson. Can't see who his lady friend is.
Right. This guy. What do people reckon about him? Do you reckon that he has definitely fucked a robot? I'm getting that vibe from him. I bet he's got a robot around the back and it's just... It's like an absolute fucking grisly scene. Robo-fucker. Yeah, he's definitely a robo-fucker. Doesn't make him a bad person. I'm just saying, he probably does fuck robots.
Do you know about the murder of Carl Oscarson?
Oh no.
Oh yeah, poor Carl. He was a friendly guy. Came here buying spare parts every now and then.
Spare parts? Like what?
All sorts. Filters, tubes, nuts and bolts, various electrical gizmos.
Any idea of what the parts were for?
Couldn't say, but I'm pretty sure whatever it was, it had fluid in it. Maybe a water filtering system, a pump, something like that.
Spunk, more like
All those
it.
parts laying around, but do I ever get a working left arm, Pops? No, you'd rather let some carpenter assemble a goddamn aquarium.
I could replace Mr. Limpy with a water gun if you prefer.
Man, soon you'll even let the kids paint a clown face on me again.
With a water gun for an arm, at least you could spray yourself clean afterwards.
So I take it you have no idea who killed Carl?
None whatsoever. Wrong place, wrong time, maybe. He didn't seem like the type of guy to make enemies, anyhow.
Yeah, the timing of that was pretty fucking great. Mr. Limpy. Maybe because after a few minutes with him, you will be limp. The name of his dick. Mr. Limpy. Oh, you're so soft, Mr. Limpy.
What do you know about the murder at the museum? Maya Strand.
I don't know anything about the attack, but I worked with her from time to time. Some of my handiwork can be seen in her exhibitions.
Ah, they got some robots in there.
Yeah, I assembled them from parts I found in the junkyard. Or the bot cemetery, as I like to call it. Sometimes I feel more like an archaeologist than a mechanic.
Got it. So, do you have any idea who killed Maya?
Ooh, I got a theory.
No, Nissa, it wasn't the big war robot in the main exhibition.
Why not? That thing is huge. It could easily rip people to pieces, or buildings for that matter.
I know because I built it, Nissa. It's totally harmless.
I don't buy it, Pops. It's got red eyes. That's a telltale sign of a bot turned evil.
What I wanted to say was that Maya could be a little odd, but I have no reason to believe anyone would want to kill her.
Pops calling others odd. Now that's a joke that requires no punchline.
Walter, try to focus on the subject matter, please.
So yeah, yet again, there's another person saying that the two that were murdered were actually really nice people. But with that Carl guy, like, he's been buying stuff. He's definitely been doing something a bit fucking dodgy in that room that we can't get into. Full shell.
Do you know who lives at 113 Mimir Road?
Nope. no idea.
What's your opinion on Anderson, the police commissary?
Seems like a reasonable man to me. But then again, I tend not to be involved in, you know, crime.
Yeah, right.
Hush, boy.
So, what can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Oh, well, what you see is what you get.
A crazy old Bart with chronic coffee breath.
Oh, quiet, you little rascal. What I am is a tinkerer, a craftsman, a father of machines. I cherish building them. I adore putting them on display, and I especially love talking to them.
I've noticed. So how long have you been building robots?
Oh, ever since I was a boy. I grew up over at the junkyard. The place was crammed with old discarded robots. I didn't have many friends, you see. So, I decided to befriend these machines instead.
So you're telling me you've never pumped someone?
What do you think of Dr. Pearson?
Quirky guy, but he means well. Sometimes he asks me to come over and help with the kids.
Oh yeah? Help how?
Why?
Usually by playing doctor and patient with Nissa. It helps calm down the little ones.
Ah, that's clever.
Give a home skull for some model making. Here, mate, you into making fucking Gundams? Here you go.
What's your opinion on Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
A politician? Me and those kinds of people run in quite different circles, to say the least.
Right, what I'm thinking is I have that address, that fucking 113 Murmur Road. I can probably cross-check that with the files in the police station and get a name of the person who is
I'm off.
residing
See you
there.
later.
Take care.
Bye-bye, police lady.
It's the only thing I can think of. Let's do a little scan. You said that Carl's been in here. But, nah, fuck all. Anything fishy? No. Nah, they've obviously cleaned up.
What's up with the head?
What do you mean? You think it's too big?
The robot head. on
Maybe
the
that'll
table,
help get the
that is.
code. Possibly.
Yeah, it keeps coming off. I'll fix it eventually.
I mean, there's definitely got to be something that's going to lead to something kind of hinting at what the code is. So let's just mosey over onto. Here, did he just fucking start playing with his dick or something in there? Right, hold on. he's doing something. Man, like, when I left, it's like, what the fuck is he doing? Guys, look at it! There he is. Right, let's have a look for this address. Oh, aye. Who are you? Oh wait, that's the dude who was at the
Hello again, Constable.
murder scene.
Hello, Agent.
Sorry, I didn't catch your name before.
It's Gabriel Adamson, ma'am.
All right then. I had some questions, Gabriel.
Sure. I should also let you know that Carl's body has arrived, and our coroner is waiting for you in the morgue.
Sound.
Noted. I'll go and have a look shortly.
Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
I'm trying to find the tenant of apartment 113 in Amir Road. Can you help?
There are address records in the commissary's
There you go.
office. I'd suggest that you look there.
Okay, thanks. What's your opinion on Dr. Pearson?
Do you mean professionally or personally?
Is there a difference?
I think he's a great doctor, and
But?
between you and me, he kind of rubs me the wrong way. All that fancy talk and those morbid jokes. It's
Nice.
almost like the recent deaths have
Progress.
cheered him up. But as I said, he does his job well.
I understand. Thanks.
Gotta love some progress, baby.
What do you think of Volter, the robot guy?
Oh, he's great. My little brother loves him to death.
Yeah? He's popular with the kids?
You have no idea. He's quite the entertainer with that little robot of his.
What can you tell me about yourself?
Not much to tell. I grew up here in Nordsund, and all my family is here. The commissary is my uncle. He's always been the one who encouraged me to become a policeman.
So, how long have you been a cop?
8 years now.
Wow, 8? Must have started young.
Yep, started as a trainee at age 16.
I see.
Right, see if he knows anything about the woman who was murdered.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not really. I knew of her, sure. Most people in Nordsund do, because of her importance to the museum. I hardly ever even saw her around, though. From what I hear, she was a bit of a recluse.
Okay. Not really bothered about that.
I've got a locked door that I need to get through. Is there a locksmith around?
We have a guy for that sort of thing, but I think he's out of town.
Classic.
Alright, that's too bad.
Oh aye, there's a guy who will definitely open that lock for you, but he's nowhere around.
What do you know about the murder in the museum?
I was first at the scene. Poor woman. Looked like she had regained consciousness after some time and tried to crawl to the door.
Sounds horrific. I don't envy her. What do you know about the Conduit?
It's some fringe religious group, isn't it?
Yeah, terrorist classified.
Right. Are they tied to the case?
Sort of, but I'm still trying to figure out the details.
Understood. I'll let you know if I come across anything related to them.
Sound. See if he knows anything about the
What do you make of this?
bookmark.
Some kind of reminder for a password?
Yeah, that's my theory too.
No.
What do you know about the Conduit?
It's some fringe religious group,
so
isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Show the
Understood.
book and actually asking about the Conduit is like this exact same thing.
Alright, I'm off.
Good luck out there.
Let's go and check.
Katarina Berg. Born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordsund on May 13th, 80 AR.
256.
Which means she's been in Nordsund for 2 years. I copied the information onto a loose page from my notebook. I did that already.
Cool. Yeah, that's also the name that's come up from the
This
book.
was used as a bookmark in the book I found in Maya's safe. It reads, Consul PW, think new Katarina.
So, new Katarina. So, that might help with something, maybe if we get inside. It's either that or it's the password to the... Yeah, the kind of the console sort of thing that we found. That we found the book and the bookmarker and stuff. But yeah. Progress. What was it? 256? 253? What was it again?
Katarina Berg. Born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordsund on May 13th, 80 AR.
256.
Which means she's been in Nordsund for 2 years.
So it's not 256. Backwards.
Katarina Berg. Born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordsund on May 13th, 80 AR. Which means she's been in Nordsund for 2 years.
60. 69. It can't be 69, 69. It's 3 digits. Oh wait, that's not 420. There's not a 0. Oh, for fuck's sake. 420. You open it up, it's just a big fucking Ganji field. 265. Yeah, I tried 265.
Katarina Berg. born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
What the fuck? Oh, those lamps. Is that like that's the power? These are the power for the lamps. He's got a robot that looks after them. That's why he's going buying all the little bits and fucking pieces. 138. 138.
Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR,
maybe 5.
which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
513 for May.
Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR.
580.
Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson.
Oh wait, there's no zeros.
Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
213. Jeez, oh man, I thought I had it.
Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
Thank you very much for the follow, Space Camp Girlfriend, who, as I found out, I think it was yesterday, is actually the voice actress for Vera. So yeah, thank you very much for the follow. That's awesome. We were actually saying earlier that the voice acting in this was very, very good. And thank you very much, Whitey, for the follow as well. The cream rises to the top. Scientologist says it could be a combo of 513 or 1. Did I try 513? 135. God damn, that's wild. Right.
Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
Space Camp, yeah, having a lot of fun with this. It's been actually a while since I played a point and click game, and this has kind of ticked a lot of boxes for me. I like kind of the augmentation sort of kind of stuff is really, really cool. Kind of catching people lying and stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing what the kind of other augmentations could be. And actually that went a wee bit funny there. But yeah, having a lot of fun with it so far. Thank you very much. What was the note to Katarina before?
Hi, Doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses.
So I think that's Katarina. So who's going to be the one who's in the photo. Sorry, I didn't mean to click on the book there.
This was used as a bookmark in the book I found in Maya's safe. It reads, Console PW, think new Katarina.
So console password think new Katarina.
Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
All the numbers add. Flipped. Flip the numbers? All the... Oops, I made a click on the door there.
Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR.
So 652.
Immigrated to North.
Then we were saying it's either
Katarina
that or
Berg,
it's going to be
born February 2nd, 56 AR.
3-1.
Immigrated to Nordson on May 3rd.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, a code and a fingerprint? These people have absurd safety concerns.
Usually I would say like no backstreet gaming, but I should have said my safe word, which is pineapples, for you to kind of help out there. But no, I really, I really needed the help there. So thank you very much.
Still won't open. The code lock must be blocking the door.
What? I just unlocked it. This granite.
Still won't open. The code lock must be blocking the door.
You were chatting when she said. Yeah, new movie with the date. Fingerprint 2.
Looks like it's waiting for a fingerprint input. Can't use my own, obviously.
Fuck. Right. His body has now been moved to the morgue. So I guess we need to go there. Yeah, definitely. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Right, let's go down to the morgue. Ah, he's not looking too well, is he?
I had some more things to ask.
Shoot.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is?
I don't recognize that name. Nope.
What's your opinion on Volter, the robot maker?
Oh, he's a bundle of laughs, isn't he? Sometimes he helps me out at the clinic when I need to calm down an anxious child. Nissa, his little robot, is an amazing tool. First, the child helps me treat Nissa, and afterwards, I treat the child. Seeing the whole process in a safe and playful space makes them much more at ease.
I do like the idea of cutting his finger off, but this guy standing right there, he's probably not going to be a fan of that.
What do you think of Gabriel?
Your average policeman. I have no strong opinion about him one way or the other.
You're expecting him to be excited. It's like, oh, another body. It's my favourite. I love bodies.
That's enough questions for now.
Okie dokie.
Let's see what happens if I use the scalpel on the body.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I just need to borrow a finger. I'll bring it back later.
Borrow a finger? Are you hearing yourself? That's against all protocols. The body belongs to Carl's next of kin.
Right. The only other thing I was thinking was not cutting his finger off, but using the clay in the mold. That's the first thing I thought, but Vixen went straight into just straight up just cutting his fingers off.
Hey, what's that?
I just need a quick mold of one of his fingers. Thought I'd use this clay here.
I suppose
There you
that's
go.
fine.
So make a mold of Carl's finger. Kind of complicated, but it should work. Don't make a mold. Why am I going to do such a convoluted lens for a corpse? No, we will. So we've got a finger mold.
All right, this should work. I'll go and add some water. Okay, hopefully this can fool the scanner. I got rid of the clay mold. No more use for it.
I love a blade. Very stereotypical of the person who is from Glasgow saying that they love a blade. I only offer daft options, never take me seriously. But sometimes it's the daft things that work in point and click games, which is what makes them so great. The cool thing about this game is the multiple solutions for different puzzles. Ah, alright. I didn't realise that there would be multiple solutions to puzzles. I thought it'd just be the classic of there's a puzzle, there's only one way of doing it. There's definitely a way you could use a scalpel. This is a nicer way. That's really good. You wondered with the option. Yeah. Cool. This game's taking more boxes. So maybe I'm guessing with cutting his finger off, saying like his body belonged to his next of kin. So maybe try and locate his next of kin and getting permission to chop his fingers off is the only thing I can think of to go through with it. Right, I was just concerned with being like really bad to use and just going right, okay, that's just, we've been through for over 2 hours now, it's time to go, just as I'll be able to go into the apartment door, but I won't do that. We'll open the door, we'll go in, we'll see what the script is inside, and then we'll call it for today, and then we'll pick it up tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do that. What was it? Yeah. And then whoop. Nice one.
Wow. How on earth did they manage to assemble all of this undetected? This is highly illegal. I'll have to report it as soon as I finish the murder investigation.
Okay, let's have a look over here first.
There's a letter here. Hey, Kata. Or should I use your new alias? It's pretty ironic, since you're the least prudent person I know. JK. Anyhow, I'm sitting here alone, and it all feels so surreal. It's hard to believe that it won't be long now before we can let her out. She's ours, but not really. She truly belongs to the world. Bigger than the both of us, greater than the sum of our parts. Yeah, I can hear you saying, enough with the melancholy, Carl. We're so close now, we should be ecstatic. Anyway, I'm leaving this letter because I'm going away for a couple of weeks. My father passed away. I just got word and, well, I need to deal with things in the village. I'll be okay. We'll talk as soon as I get back. Love, Carl. The letter is dated about a month ago. Big enough for 2 people. Recently used. Looks like someone is expecting. Some kind of live output of technical information. I can't make sense of it. Oh, just my luck. Like getting in here wasn't hard enough.
Okay, so that's definitely the password that we need for there. Yeah, you can type in any old stuff there. Right, we won't bother about that for now. That'll be something for tomorrow.
There's a valve on this pipe here, labeled O2. Not sure what to do with it. Some kind of large tank. Looks like it opens. I wonder what's inside.
I also wonder what's inside.
Odd-looking thing. No idea what it's for. Looks like something is missing here.
Also producing something in here. Let's do a quick little check with our scanner for anything new. Nah, nothing new. But So Maya's definitely not had anything to do with this place, but there you go. I thought Carl would have been. So we've got his DNA on the letter, so he's definitely written the letter. But he's probably not used the machinery. Cool. Alrighty, yep, so we've gotten in, we've had a little look around. We need to get into that console with a password, and that is where it's going to be Genova. And that's where we're going to leave it for today. And we will pick this up again tomorrow. So yeah, thank you very much for everyone kind of popping along. Thank you very much for the follows as well. I'm really enjoying this game, and I'm looking forward to seeing like kind of where it'll go. Definitely, it's really cool. And does this save automatically? I say that quite cool. Don't worry about that. So yeah, thank you very much for kind of popping along. For taking a little bit of your time up. It's always lovely. So I'll say look after yourselves, and always remember to stay safe, keep warm, and see you all tomorrow. Love yous. Bye bye.